None. 1. Santorini, Greece. When you think of Santorini, you probably imagine white houses with blue roofs, stunning caldera views, and crowds of tourists everywhere. But did you know there's a secret spot where you can experience all of these things without the crowds? I'm talking about a hidden gem that even some Greeks don't know about. You may have heard of Red Beach before, but what about the beaches in between? We're talking perivolos and perissa beaches, located just a few minutes away from one another and right between Santorini's famous Fira and Oya towns. Here you'll find a mix of black volcanic sand and red volcanic pebbles that create an otherworldly landscape straight out of a sci-fi movie. The reason why this beach is still unknown to many Greeks is because it's relatively new. It was formed after the volcanic eruption of Thera about 3,600 years ago. It has unique black sand and is surrounded by high cliffs, making it feel secluded and hard to access. These beaches are perfect for swimming, sunbathing, and people watching while sipping on a cold beer or frap. And if you want to spice things up, you can rent a jet ski or take a banana ride. The water here is crystal clear with a slight reddish tint due to the iron content in the volcanic sand. Number 9. The Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. Have you ever heard of the Giant's Causeway? Well, it's a natural wonder located along the northeast coast of Northern Ireland and consists of over 40,000 interlocking basalt columns. But here's the catch. Locals will tell you it's in Scotland, but it's actually in Northern Ireland. The reason for this confusion is because of a long-standing rivalry between Scotland and England. Back in the day, they used to compete against each other in everything from poetry slams to sporting events, and were pretty intense about it. They didn't want anyone else to win, so they tried to claim all the cool stuff as their own. This led to some friendly banter and tall tales being told about where certain landmarks were actually located. Over time, this folklore became so ingrained in society that some people still believe the Giant's Causeway is in Scotland, even though it's clearly in Northern Ireland. To be fair, it does look like something that would be found in Scotland with its dramatic cliffs, crashing waves, and misty weather. But if you listen closely, you can hear the faint sound of bagpipes playing and smell the sweet aroma of haggis cooking. Just kidding. The truth is the Giant's Causeway is in Northern Ireland, and anyone who says otherwise is just trying to stir up some trouble. However, you should keep in mind that some people are so dedicated to the team that they would never admit the causeway is in Northern Ireland. So you might need to be prepared for a good laugh at their expense when you visit. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter where it is as long as you get to see this amazing natural wonder for yourself. Number 8. Lake Natron, Tanzania. Lake Natron is a beautiful soda lake located in northern Tanzania. It's known for its vibrant red color and its ability to turn animals that fall into it to stone. But despite its stunning beauty, most locals don't even know it exists. That's because it's hidden away in a remote part of the country and there aren't any roads leading to it. The only way to get there is by hiring a 4x4 vehicle and braving a bumpy, dusty journey that takes several hours. Once you arrive, you'll be greeted by a sight that will make you question reality. The lake surface is covered with a thick layer of natron, a naturally occurring mineral that gives the lake its red color and turns animals to stone. This creates a surreal landscape that looks like something from a science fiction movie. Most Tanzanians don't even know about Lake Natron because it's so far off the beaten path. Many of them have never seen a flamingo in their entire lives. And when they do, they usually live in big cities like Dar es Salaam or Zanzibar. In fact, a survey conducted by the National Bureau of Statistics found that only 1% of Tanzanians had ever visited Lake Natron. What makes this statistic even more surprising is that Lake Natron is home to the largest population of lesser flamingos in the world. There are several reasons for this, including the abundance of food in the lake and its high concentration of salt, which provides the perfect breeding ground for these beautiful birds. The main reason why locals don't know about Lake Natron is that it's not really on their radar. They have other things to worry about, like poverty, corruption, and the constant threat of wildlife attacks. However, if you're willing to go off the beaten path and explore this hidden gem, you won't regret it. Number 7. Marble Caves, Chile. The Marble Caves are located in southern Chile and are a series of stunning underground caverns carved out of solid rock by the tides of the lake. They're made of sparkling white marble and feature intricate patterns and formations that have been compared to those found in the famous caves of France and Italy. Despite their breathtaking beauty, the marble caves are not well known among the general public, let alone the locals. This is largely due to their remote location deep within Patagonia, far away from major population centers. There are no roads leading to the caves, and the only way to access them is by boat. This adds to the sense of mystery and exclusivity surrounding the caves, making them a hidden gem for adventurous travelers. Even many Chileans have never heard of the marble caves. That's because their remote location deep within Patagonia means that most people don't have the means or desire to travel all the way out there. Additionally, the caves were only discovered in the early 20th century and have yet to be fully explored. This adds to their allure and makes them all the more intriguing for those who do venture out to see them. Number 6. Fly Geyser, Nevada. Fly Geyser is a unique and colorful hot spring located in Nevada's Black Rock Desert. It was created in the 1960s when geothermal water from underground springs flowed into a man-made canal carrying minerals and algae that turned the water a brilliant shade of turquoise. Locals don't really know much about Fly Geyser because it's located in the middle of the desert on private land. Access to the area is strictly controlled, and visitors must obtain special permission to enter. Because of this, Fly Geyser remains a relatively unknown attraction and has managed to retain its natural beauty and charm without the crowds and commercialization of more popular tourist destinations. Now, 5. Plitvice Lakes, Croatia. Imagine a series of 16 cascading lakes connected by rivers and waterfalls, surrounded by lush green mountains. Sounds idyllic, right? Well, that's exactly what Plitvice Lakes National Park has to offer. This stunning natural wonder is located in central Croatia and is home to some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. However, despite its natural beauty, the park isn't exactly on the radar of most locals. According to a recent survey, only 43% of Croatians have ever heard of Plitvice Lakes, and even fewer have actually visited. So what gives? Why don't more Croatians know about this amazing place in their own country? Well, there are a few reasons. For one, Plitvice Lakes is located in a relatively remote area of Croatia, far from the bustling cities of Zagreb and Dubrovnik. This makes it less accessible for day trips and weekend getaways. Additionally, many Croatians simply don't have the time or money to travel. And with so many other beautiful places to see in their own country, it's understandable that some might overlook Plitvice Lakes. Finally, there's the issue of marketing and promotion. Although the Croatian Tourism Board does promote Plitvice Lakes as a must-see destination, there's still a lot of work to be done to raise awareness among the general public. Overall, while Plitvice Lakes may not be on the top of every Croatian's bucket list, it's definitely a hidden gem that's worth exploring. With its stunning natural beauty and relative lack of crowds, Plitvice Lakes is the perfect destination for those seeking a peaceful getaway in the heart of nature. Number 4. Bromo, Indonesia. Bromo is a volcano located in East Java, Indonesia. It's known for its stunning views of smoke rising from its summit, creating a picturesque scene that attracts nature lovers and photographers from around the world. However, despite its fame in the tourism industry, Bromo is not widely known among locals. In fact, many Indonesians have never even heard of this majestic mountain. This is due to several factors, including its remote location in a rural area of East Java and a lack of infrastructure and transportation links. Additionally, there are more famous tourist destinations in Indonesia, such as Bali and Lombok, that draw in more visitors. As a result, Bromo remains relatively unknown to most locals who may not have the means or desire to travel to this off-the-beaten-path destination. Number 3. Jiuzhaigou Valley, China. Jiuzhaigou Valley is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in the Sichuan province of China. It is known for its stunning natural beauty, including 9 colorful lakes, lush green mountains, and diverse wildlife. However, despite its fame in the tourism industry, Jiuzhaigou Valley is not widely known among the general Chinese population. This is due to several factors, including its remote location in a mountainous region and the lack of transportation links. Additionally, there are other famous tourist destinations in China, such as the Great Wall and the Forbidden City, that draw in more visitors. As a result, Jiuzhaigou Valley remains relatively unknown to many Chinese people who may not have the means or desire to travel to this off-the-beaten-path destination. Number 2, the Blue Hole, Belize. The Blue Hole is a massive sinkhole located off the coast of Belize. It's known for its stunning beauty and is a popular destination for scuba divers and snorkelers. However, despite its fame in the tourism industry, the Blue Hole is not widely known among the general population, let alone the local Belizeans. This is due to several factors, including its remote location in the Caribbean Sea and the lack of infrastructure and transportation links. Additionally, there are other famous tourist destinations in Belize, such as the ancient Maya ruins of Altun Ha and the diverse wildlife of Coxcomb Basin Wildlife Sanctuary that draw in more visitors. As a result, the Blue Hole remains relatively unknown to many Belizeans who may not have the means or desire to travel to this off-the-beaten-path destination. Number 1. Waitomo Caves, New Zealand. Waitomo Caves is a system of limestone caves located on the North Island of New Zealand. It's known for its stunning glowworm displays and is a popular destination for tourists. However, despite its fame in the tourism industry, Waitomo Caves is not widely known among the general New Zealand population. This is due to several factors, including its remote location away from major population centers and the lack of infrastructure and transportation links. Additionally, there are other famous tourist destinations in New Zealand, such as the Southern Alps and the vibrant city of Auckland, that draw in more visitors. As a result, Waitomo Caves remains relatively unknown to many New Zealanders who may not have the means or desire to travel to this off-the-beaten-path destination. Thanks for watching. See you next time.